listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
Where's his tag?
Sir, that I do not know.
Arnes, you handed them to me. He had a tag. Where did it go?
Ooh, I think I see it. This it? Yes, it is. Well, the good thing is, Steve, you take your tags off, so...
You're a monster. But I gotta show them how it looks with it. Originally has eyeballs and Gamera. Anyways, what we have here is... It's Gamera.
That's not Gamera.
Rebirth Gamera. So what we have here is the movie monster series of the new Gamera and Baragon. This one is the 1965 version.
What did you get Baragon for?
Because I don't have a I don't have a Bandai vinyl Baragon.
Oh.
I have the Revolt Tech, but I don't have one to go with like all the Godzilla stuff.
Usually those ones are affordable.
Yeah, like between the pair, I spent... I think shipping almost cost more than like it was pretty much like I paid for both of them, and then also shipping was like an extra one of these, which is the only thing that kind of sucked. But anyways, picked these up because I'm really excited for the new Gamera anime. Because Gamera, I love the Heisei movies. I hope it kind of it's not going to harken back to those, but
it would be nice.
I hope it is in the same realm of enjoyment for me. Then I just always I have a soft spot for Gamera. And
the kids. Are you trying to tell us something?
Well, some of them, but the Heisei he likes Steven Seagal's daughter, and we all did.
Yeah, he does.
We
yes,
all
does.
did. And like I mentioned, mainly just grabbing him just
add him to collection.
Yeah, like I don't have a vinyl of them, so I want to grab them. So, anyways, without further ado, for the packaging, showed you the Gamera one. On the inside, nothing too exciting. Still waiting for the other Kaijus because we're getting Jiger and Gauss. I know those figures got confirmed, just haven't seen them yet. And then for him, mostly the same. But you can see him. I actually kind of like this one, where it's got the smoke in the background. You can see a little bit of the forest.
Smoke, that's fire extinguisher.
And some
somebody
spikes.
In a movie.
It's probably smoke. Anyways, let's get these guys opened up out of their little cardboard cuffs. Well, he's already kind of there. We just got to finish him off.
Wow.
All right, so I guess we'll start with Baragon because he's probably the least exciting of the two.
What?
For some people, anyways. I'm actually pretty pumped. Actually, you know what? I actually have more of him because I also have that Mezco. I forgot about that. But that's kind of its own thing. But anyways, details look really good. Like he's got the little square patterns on his stomach, which is correct. He's got some lumps here on his neck. You can see him on the legs. His fat, chunky legs with even more bumps towards the feet.
He got thick up thighs.
He's also got a bunch of bumping around the eyes and eyebrows. You get the horn, which looks like it's painted pretty well.
So I was always confused. I didn't mean to cut you off, Steve. What is this supposed to be? I mean, like each monster usually has its representation. You know, a bird, a dinosaur. What is he supposed to be?
He's like a dinosaur.
What? A dinosaur has ears like that. Looks like a rhino had a sex
Cute
with some kind
one.
of mouse or something.
That sounds about right. I don't know. To me, he always kind of felt a little bit more like Ultraman-y in terms with the Kaijus.
That's what I mean. Like,
because it's just like we took a bunch of animals, hodgepodged them together, and bam, got a monster. That's kind of what he.
That's what I expected from Ultraman. Is like they just make up some crap, and it works out most of the times. But this is like Godzilla thing, so it's like.
Well, technically, it's a Frankenstein thing that bled into Godzilla.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be Frankenstein, but yeah.
Well, not supposed to. He does fight Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, I think
Gotcha.
I think you're pretty sure you watched that movie.
Gotcha. Yes.
But anyways, his the overspray for the horn paint is probably the worst thing on this guy. So he's got a little bit of like white on his nose and a little bit around the brim of the horn. And it's not consistent either. It's just kind of like that part there. This side, as if you have him posed like this, looks great. You have him at this side, it looks like somebody sneezed on top of him.
Somebody sneezed while painting him for sure.
Yeah. Eyes look good though. Nice glossy off-colored whites with the black for the pupils. He's got his predominant ears on the side. Did you also know this guy hung out in the basement of the Munsters?
Of what?
Yeah, the Munsters. He was the monster underneath the stairs. Anyways, for his back.
What?
He's got a bunch of these plates.
I'm confused now.
On there. Yeah, it's random little trivia. They had the That's what the monster was when the suit came up to shoot the fire. It was him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh. Huh.
The tail here too comes along all the way along the brim. Actually, funny enough, this little back design's on quite a few of the Ultraman monsters.
That's what I mean. Like at first,
like his suit kind of got used and abused for a lot of things.
Todd, I could have swore that he came from Ultraman. Like not literally, but that's where.
Well, to be fair, some monsters were made from his suit. So he kind of, not from, but he eventually made his way into it because he just worked so well with it. I also like that he has like the suit folds around his legs.
That's neat.
It's a nice little attention to detail. But overall, really, really solid. Like in terms of detailing, really good. Like Bandai kind of has been kind of hit and miss on knocking some of the detailing out of the park, and I think they did a really good job on this one. Like the Showa monsters, they seem to do really fantastic on. Now, one thing they don't do fantastic on is some articulation points, because it's got this giant seam line here, so I had to connect the head here somehow. Why is it glued? I just want to rotate his head.
You should be able to nudge it a little bit at least.
I just be able to rotate it all the way. Like he should be able to look.
You can see the glue.
I don't. Yeah, I was like, I don't understand why that could just be a little part and then just leave it for me to pose. Because they gave me the tail. If anything, glue the tail in. Because it's kind of already posed in a particular way. I don't really care if I can just, like, what
purpose is this?
Yeah, like, what added play value does that have for me? Really. But the arms can rotate. Legs can also rotate. And that's about it. And then we have the chunky boy Gamera, who is the most Giga Chad thing I think I've ever seen in terms of like a kaiju glow up. Like he is a freaking monster. Like how do you stand up to this? He's just a brick Gamera house.
He's not. He's just thick.
He's just thick and also just turns. He's like, swole was the goal today. But detailing on him is fantastic though.
That's what I said first thing when I looked at it. I was like, whoa, he actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I think my only real hindrance on this is he has this connecting piece where they had to put the attachment from the vinyl. That's probably the ugliest looking part on him. Because it comes right along the chest and it doesn't really hide very well. And I don't know how they maybe could have done that better. Like around the neck, I think I would have preferred. But I don't know. Maybe there's probably a reason why it had to be there.
Yeah,
but it would have been nice if it was a little bit higher up, just to hide a little bit more. Because one funny thing is, legs are just one solid piece. Like it's literally connected to the body.
Yeah.
So there's not even a separation here. It's just one giant chunky bit. What's nice is, for a statue, he's got really clean lines coming out throughout there. Which again, I think that's probably part of the reason why it had to maybe be here, is because this part was one condensed piece.
They could have put it in the center or up higher.
Actually, yeah, center. I think it would have been. Oh, yeah, but then it would have been like cutting into all these spikes.
It would have been super.
It would have been just as noticeable, but down here, I think I could have lived with it a little bit more. Back looks really gnarly though. It's got so many plated sections. It definitely reminds me a lot of that teaser trailer that we got like years ago for Gamera.
Steve.
That never came to fruition. The back is definitely the most.
That was the most exciting thing I've seen in so long, and it was just like, not real.
It's the closest thing to probably that, but it looks really cool. Even the peaks look really gnarly. And I just love the scaling on them, which is odd to see on a turtle. All these armor plates. Hands are gigantic. The nails are actually painted. Well, the top of the nails are painted. Sorry, got ahead of myself. Bandai doesn't paint the undersection of the nails, as you can see here. It was the same with the Baragon. I don't know if I mentioned that, but one thing that's cool is he does have that metallic blue in the crevices of his stomach plates and around the neck here too. So it's got that sort of like Godzilla, legendary Godzilla, where he's like building up. You can see it, like, especially in the Godzilla vs. Kong, where you see it like in the gills and such. He's kind of got the same vibe. The eyes and the paint for the eyes look good too. It's got that same like greenish blue with the black for the pupil. Teeth are lightly painted, but there's a little bit of detail there just to show them off. Mouth is done in a red. Just overall, again, freaking gnarly. He's even got more like plating from the shell coming along the tail here.
It's good details overall.
Yeah, no, it is fantastic. The only issue is as a playable figure, or if you want to buy this for maybe, I don't know,
There's
doing
no
photo
playable
photography or something, his only articulation is...
He can say, may I have some more, please?
Yeah, he's like, bring it. Or you can have them down, or you can have them to the side. That's about it. The tail also rotates. It wiggles side to side. That's about it. Also, his tusks are super tiny.
It's not the size, Steve. It's how you use them.
Well, to be fair, like, that's I don't know if it's like that on the... No, it's bigger on the actual model. You can see there, it's just on the vinyl, it's really, really short. So it's be like, that's got to be the shortest Gamera tusk ever.
Maybe there's a reason why he goes after kids.
And for some quick comparisons, here we have the Movie Monster Series Gamera 2023. Compared to some other Kaiju figures, anyways, with another release this year with the Baragon 1965 and the Hyarodin, whose review will be coming in the near future. And here's some more Bandai vinyls with the Movie Monster Series Gamera from Gamera Guardian of the Universe and the theater exclusive of the Gamera 3-1. And here's some articulated Gamera figures with the SH Monster Arts Gamera 96 and the Revoltech Gamera 67, I do believe. And we may still do a review of these guys, but here is the new Jada Toy Street Fighter figures with Fei Lun and Ryu. And then for some more recent purchases, we have the Marvel Legends Cyborg Spider-Woman from Across the Spider-Verse and the Pop-Up Parade Albedo from Overlord. And for a final comparison, here we have the Gamera next to the Baragon, because I just realized that I did these comparisons for Gamera thinking it was its own video, because I was like, oh, I'll put Gamera out first before the Baragon. And then I remember that Arnes and I, because I filmed these separately, did them together. So they're the same height. So if you're wondering about sizes, if it's about the same size as Gamera, but it works with Baragon. He's bigger than the Revoltech. I'm not going to get him though. He's upstairs and I'm lazy. So yeah. Also, baby's in her swing. Does everybody want to see how big a Baragon is next to a Casey? Look how big that Baragon. Oh, she's gonna eat the Baragon. Baragon, no, actually, probably a bad idea. Just the horn. It might be an issue for baby. Sorry, hold on. Here, you can play Gamera. Hold on. Let's get Gamera. Gamera's nice, pointy. Yeah, here you go, Gamera. You like Gamera? He's kind of big for you still, isn't he? Yeah, he's kind of big still. He's pretty cool. Yeah, big old Gamera. Yeah. He protects children. Just like you. Or you can eat them. That works too. So overall from the Movie Monster Series Gamera 2023 and the Baragon 1965, I like them. Personally, I say between the two, the Baragon's probably my favorite.
Well, I like the Gamera. I like the color on him. I mean, it kind of sucks. He's one solid.
The solid green.
Yeah, he's a solid color, solid piece. So it works out.
I think he's like, detail-wise, he's actually pretty impressive for a Bandai vinyl. My problem is the cut placement's odd for me.
Yeah,
it's like I mentioned, it's probably there for a reason, but I would prefer it to have been other places.
We don't know what the reason is.
I would almost prefer more chops than where it's at currently.
Yeah.
That he's just not like, you can't really do anything with it. Like you're buying just a small statue.
Yeah.
Which at that point I almost don't even know why it has the cut at all, because X pluses don't.
Yeah.
Well, they do, but they
don't put it on the shoulder and neck like that.
Yeah, it's usually hidden a little better. But with the Baragon, there's a little bit more like play value with it. There's a little more you can do like photography wise.
This one is just for display for sure.
Yeah, which at that point, I am like, if you really want something to mess around with, you're probably better off just waiting for the Monster Arts. This Monster Arts looks dope. I'm excited for that thing. Then again, like this may be like, I wouldn't mind like Casey messing around with this though.
She can smash stuff with that for sure.
Yeah, I was to say she could break things with that dude. Holy crap, he chunky. And like I mentioned, the Baragon just kind of, in terms of like vinyls, works better for me. With Gamera, I think it's one of those like I mainly bought it for the channel reasons. I bought it just to have the video, and I know that's one thing I'm gonna try to work on not doing anymore.
Yeah, because you don't need it, honestly.
Personally, I don't really need it, but it's a vinyl, so I kind of like having it because it's probably the most predominant thing next to Monster Arts I buy are the vinyls in terms of Godzilla collectibles. So it's nice to have it, but it's not quite as necessary as I would say like the Baragon in terms of like availability.
Yeah, it's understandable.
But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up these figures, what's your favorite between the two? Or is Frankenstein just more a thing? Please let us know in the comments. We also have Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook. Guys, like keep up the day with channel and donate. We greatly appreciate it. Help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, and comment range today. If you guys like to get some kaiju collectibles for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and get yourself some cool toys. Anyways, see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.